Week 2 at Invest Ottawa. This week was about customer development, and I think coming in, it was one of the sessions I singled out as one of the sessions I thought would be most useful to me. In order for me to shift what I'm doing offline and putting it online, I'm going to need to stay very close to parents, students, and guidance counselors to find out what they want and what they need. And what I learned during this week's session is that most entrepreneurs in my position make the same mistake. They talk to customers about their solution, the app that I'm dreaming about, instead of talking to people about their problem, the issue they're having. I have a hypothesis, an assumption about what that problem is. Young people are struggling to choose their education program, and parents don't know how to help. Now, there's a lot more around that I've learned over the last 10 years, but I need to start asking more questions to dig deeper to find out what it's like for parents to guide kids in this process when things are increasingly complex. And one interesting interview format that I learned about that here I'm going to read to you is from Justin Wilcox at Customer Development Labs. Here are his 5 questions. Number 1, tell me a story about the last time you, and then insert the problem. And in my case, it's help your teenager choose what they wanted to study or explore what they wanted to study. That's question 1. Question 2, what was the hardest part of that? 3, why was it hard? 4, how do you solve that now? And 5, why is that not awesome? So I'm planning on building a similar questionnaire and going out and meeting more parents, students, and guidance counselors. I want to listen for things like the emotions behind what they do. I want to find out what they're repeating, what are the core themes. I also want to ask why, as many whys as I can to find out what's really behind what they're doing. I think with this approach, I'll get much deeper, a much better understanding of what it is I should be building. All of these ideas are connected with a book or an idea called the Lean Startup Methodology. I just started reading the book as well. It's quite a popular approach these days, or it has been at least in the last 10 years. That may be changing, but it's a philosophy on how to build startups and technology. And one of the principles is instead of just building the thing that you think is the right thing, it's beautiful, and then launching it, then hoping people like it, you really involve people in small iterations and building small, minimal viable products along the way and getting people involved and then changing it, tweaking it based on what people really want. And that approach sounds like the right one that I should take as well. And another takeaway from me is that I'm not just building a business, I'm creating a learning machine, an education system, which is, I love that. It's very aligned with my values and the way I run my life, and I love learning, so I like the idea of building a business in that way. So my concrete, tangible action coming out of this week is to set up interviews with teens, parents, guidance, professionals, teachers, and I know where I can get stuck here. It's picking the right teens, the right parents at the right time with the right questions. So trying to figure it all out or pretending like there's a correct recipe that I need to use to be able to do this, when instead I should jump in with the best principles that I know for now, start doing these interviews, and then tweak along the way. So I'm hoping that once I do this, I'll connect it back with another video of the Invest Ottawa week-by-week process so you can find out what I learned in those interviews. If you'd like to share something in an interview or non-interview format, let me know in the comments. For example, you could tell me what you know about picking an education program, what's hard about that process, or if you actually want to do an interview, then send me a message too. I'd love to do when I'm looking for people. All right, thanks for listening to my journey, and I'll see you next week. Bye.